Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to dive into something that sounds simple, but it's honestly so powerful. It's a technique for finding calm when your mind and your body just feel totally disconnected. It's called the 30-second safety reset, and no joke, it could completely change how you deal with stress.
So let me paint you a picture. You've done it. You've crushed your entire to-do list. You finally sit down on the couch, you're ready to chill, but you can't. Your shoulders are practically touching your ears, your jaw is locked tight. You just feel tense, right? On high alert. If that sounds familiar, you are so not alone, and there's a very real reason why it's happening.
So, that feeling of being constantly on, it actually has a name. A lot of us are walking around in this state and don't even know it. So let's talk about what it means to be stuck in what's called coping mode.
Okay, so what is this coping mode? Well, it's when you look like you've got it all together on the outside, right? You're being productive, people can count on you, but inside your whole system is just working in overdrive. It's basically a protective strategy that your body learned probably a long time ago.
And look, this is not you failing at logic or something. This feeling is deep in your body. The source material calls it a childhood code, which I think is just brilliant. It's like this old survival program that taught your body that to be safe, you had to be busy, you had to be alert. So now, even when there's no danger, that program just keeps on running in the background. So this whole thing creates this huge conflict inside of us. It's like a battle between what your brain knows and what your body feels. And getting this it's the real aha moment of the whole thing.
So on one side, you've got your logical mind. It sees the to-do list is done, it knows you're safe on your couch, and it's basically screaming, just relax already. It's trying to think its way into feeling calm. But then, on the other side, you have your nervous system, and it's still running that old, outdated code. It genuinely believes you're in danger, so it stays tense, bracing for a problem that just isn't there.
And this brings us to the absolute key takeaway here, you guys. Safety doesn't live in your thoughts. It lives in your nervous system. You know, you can't reason with a fire alarm, right? You can't just talk it into shutting up. In the same way, you can't just think your way out of a physical state of high alert. You have to learn to speak your body's language.
So, how do we do that? Well, that's where this amazing technique comes in. It's a simple, physical tool that talks directly to that alarm system. This is the 30-second safety reset.
Okay, I really want you to try this with me, right now. Seriously, wherever you are, just pause for a second. We're gonna go slow and do this step by step.
All right, you ready? First, just take your left hand and hold it out in front of you. Now, really gently, bring that hand up to the side of your face. Just let it rest there. Take one deep breath in, and a nice slow breath out. Okay, now, and this is the important part, with as much tenderness as you can, just gently slide your hand across your face. Feel the warmth, feel that little bit of pressure. You're giving and receiving a moment of kindness.
So why on earth does this simple little thing work? It's because of this. Your skin can hear touch when your brain can't hear logic. That gentle physical act is what the source calls a micro-signal of felt safety. It's like sending a direct text message to your body's alarm system that just says, hey, the threat is over. And that can help lower stress hormones like cortisol way faster than just yelling at yourself to calm down.
Now, that physical reset is huge, but there's often another piece to this puzzle, right? It's that voice in our head, that negative self-talk that just keeps pouring fuel on the fire.
I want you to imagine you've got this radio station playing in your head 24/7, and it's stuck on a loop playing all the hits like, I need to fix my body, or I'm not doing enough. That inner critic, it's what keeps your nervous system on high alert. So what do you do when a song you hate comes on the real radio? You don't just sit there and suffer through it, right? You change the station. So let's do that in our heads. The command is simple, but it's powerful. Just flick the channel. Intentionally interrupt that thought.
And we're not just going to turn it off. We're going to replace it with something better. Here's the new track I want you to play. Say this to yourself. My body is perfectly okay right now, and it is worthy of respect exactly as it is. When you say that, especially while you're doing the physical reset, wow, that's a powerful new message.
And this all circles back to this really beautiful idea. Your body is your home. It's your friend. It is not some fixer-upper that you're constantly trying to flip. It's a place to live, a sanctuary to be cared for.
So when you put these two things together, the gentle touch and that new inner script, you're not just calming down. You are doing something so much bigger, so much more powerful.
I mean, really think about this for a second. We live in a world that pretty much profits from our anxiety, from us feeling insecure and on edge.
So in that world, choosing to give yourself a moment of compassion, choosing to tell yourself, hey, I'm okay right now, that's not just a nice thing to do. It's actually a radical, rebellious act of peace.
And I want to leave you with this one last thought, and it's a big one. What you weigh is the least impressive thing about you. Your worth is so much bigger than that. So the next time you feel that tension creeping in, ask yourself, are you ready to choose this small, rebellious act of peace?